Hello, and how are we on this fine and wonderful day? Ooh. Ah, yes, it's the old bell. Anyway, I thought I'd come on here and do a video and say, hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas, celebrating the birth of the baby Jesus. I know it's always a great time. A lot of people's hearts get softened up and they do a lot of good things, and if we could just do that all year round, the world would be a much better place, right? Yes. Well, today we've got the old 1766 French cavalry pistol, yeah. The prison, I admit it's a prison. That looks good, huh? And it works. Nice leather in there. A piece of real traditional flint. Very nice prison, or as you may call it, steel. So you say sometimes you wonder about these. You know, you got the belt clip. It's like what is it, close to a 75 caliber, something like that. It's the big 6.90 ball that fits her, right? So that's what she takes. She's very beautiful. Of course, you know, this is a very safe weapon if you practice all your safety procedures. Eye protection and hearing protection is an amazing thing to use. But yes, they are always empty. I usually don't say, oh no, this is an empty pistol, because I figure you might be wise enough to know that I wouldn't be playing around with a loaded gun now, would I? The problem is with other firearms compared to this one is this one has one bang and then it's done, and there's nothing else that can happen unless you redo it, right? And in firearms that have multiple chambers and cylinders, there can always be a second issue. Usually the problem is the cartridge that gets loaded after you drop your magazine or whatever, all that stuff. So, but anyway, this video here isn't technically about this pistol, but it's what it's about, what it's made from. Of course, we know the wood is made of wood, but what kind of quality is this steel? You know, you see, oh, there's all kinds of different steels that you can buy and get and make things out of. Just what are they using to make that stuff? That was the question. So I went and did some heavy research on that. This pistol being the 1766 through 1801 model. Apparently through all that time, this is what the French cavalry was using, right? Whoa, almost knocked over my camera, I did. This here nose cap, you can pop it off. It has a steel ramrod, which is really in there good. I just remembered it. Yeah, that dude is down in there. It really sticks. But it is a very nice piece. It's got some writing on it, on the lock. Very nice. So you say, okay, so what is that? What kind of steel are they using to make those things? They're from India, so it can't be that good, could it? Well, guess what? I did some research. I looked it up. I took the numbers from Access Heritage, where I purchased it from. Went into looking on everything just to find out what kind of steel are they using. There's a lot of blends of steel. See, and I researched. So I'm not going to tell you the numbers and go through all that kind of stuff on just exactly what this metal is, because if you research it and you look into it, you will find that this metal, more than likely, unless you come up with different conclusion that I did after all of my research, I discovered that this metal, what do they make out of it? Well, obviously they made this India gun barrel and more likely this lock out of it. They also make the gears and everything for your car transmission, the intricate working steel parts of your automobiles, the gears and everything all comes from that same type of steel. It's used to make all kinds of metal parts. It's used in the gun industry a lot. So when you turn around and you would say something like, hey, how does an ar15 compare to this, huh? ar15, oh my goodness, that's a modern firearm for sure. Yep, the little 22 caliber that's been like expanded into a lot bigger type of cartridge, yes. Well, how does it compare? What do they have in common? Well, they have one thing, besides whatever they hit, they really hurt. They are made from the same types of metal. Yes, this is not pot metal. This is not cheapy stuff. This gun, or this here musket pistol, it's definitely a solid. The only problem you might have is that if you really decided to do anything is put the wrong kind of powder in it, that's going to cause a problem with anything, of course. So the safety is the main thing. This got a screw that goes here down into the trigger. So when you're holding on to this thing, it's all bolted together. I don't see any way. You know, if you're really loading them heavy, this here tang, it could, and if it's not just snug just right, it might have a little bit of movement in it, and it might booger up on around the wood and stuff there in the back if you're really loading them heavy. But this guy here, oh, I would say 40 grains of powder is way as heavy a load as you would need to put in there. But it is nice. I do like it. Yeah, I wish I could pronounce the writing on it correctly for you, but I don't got a particular ability right at this time. All right, so anyway, I thought I'd do that video and challenge folks to take and do some research and look up these numbers on the steel. You'll find out the numbers have changed occasionally on different things. This here musket steel is a tempered, seamless, modern steel. And if you check all the numbers and stuff, you'll find out they're making carrier bolts and stuff for your ar15s out of this stuff. It's a BS 970 type, but you look and you'll find that they renamed some of the numbers and stuff like that. And then, you know, it's just one of them things like to try to throw you off on stuff. You know how they do it? They throw you off and you're like, man, yeah, that's not the same stuff. But, oh, they changed the numbers, eh? But it's a challenge for you guys to go out there and check it out for yourself. You know, check it out and challenge it. Leave some comments below and let old Ed know what you found out about it. And it'll be interesting. But just remember, safety always first with these guys. That's the main thing. Now this fella here, when it comes to the belt clip, it has the screw that goes into the lock that it rests on top of. So it's very nice. It doesn't booger on the wood and stuff. Some of those, they got a belt clip, but unfortunately it gets onto the wood, and wood and metal rubbing together does not work very good at not leaving a mark, huh? That's what you don't want, a mark. Looky here, what is this? That ain't what it is, right? It is not a knockout device. It is a ball starter for a 54 caliber. Yes, so can I twirl it? God, senor. Yes, and God. Ooh, we must have some fun, eh? Yes, right. So anyway, oh, you know, if you ain't using this for a prison cover, you might use that for an eye patch, eh? It's not quite round, but you could be the only pirate with a square eye patch. How about that, huh? Oh, would you stand out in the crowd, huh? You might. You never know, huh? All right, well, I look around and it's like, dude, what are you gonna do next? Well, I think I'm gonna say adios amigos and all that kind of good stuff. Whatever you do, enjoy yourself. That's the main thing, and have a good time. That's what I'm trying to do, have a good time. I had some coffee.
Oh, you could tell you had coffee, all right.
How could you tell?
Well, look how hyper you are. You're swinging stuff around. You're acting crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyhow.
What do you bother dressing up? Why do you do it? Why do you do it?
And it's like, oh, well, because I like to watch my own videos, and I don't feel like it's me when I dress up. I think I'm watching somebody else. Ooh, very good, senor. Oh. Yes. Well, hey, if you're feeling down in the little blue, watch some Three Stooge clip or two. That's my theory. Right? All right, well, That's the adios. Take the challenge. Find out if this steel matches up with some of your AR-15 parts. That's the challenge. Have a great day, and hopefully you'll have a good and happy new year, huh?